collaborated with Mr. Herc Bradley, and he is the founder of Lambert House Documentary. So I collaborated with him, and we will be doing interviews with past and present residents, as he would like to say, alumni of Lambert. They are currently tearing Lambert houses down and building high rises. And some people feel displaced, some people are not happy about it. So we are sitting down with residents, past and present, and getting an understanding on how they feel about the process and was it fair, and also to hear their stories about growing up in Lambert. I'm excited to hear that. I grew up in Lambert and I had a wonderful childhood. It was great. We were safe, we had fun. So if you are a past or present resident and you would like to tell your story virtually with me, just email me and we can sit down and talk about it. But I look forward to you guys watching. I look forward to bringing you great content. So please follow me on all platforms, and I'll see you soon.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
And then to the day, everybody's talking about the Lambert.
But they getting them out of here. I think everybody got to be out of here by July.
A lot of the parties were really great here.
We had all the first rappers here, you know what I mean? I hung out with my friend Lamar, Darius, Darren, Monty, Eric. I mean, I had my crew.
That was when I first experienced rap music at a young age.
Really good come from down here too, playing basketball. This is one of the places right here.
I think that's fair. I don't think that. I don't think that's fair. I think if you've been living here and you've been paying your rent and you've been a upstanding resident, you should have first priority to whatever they doing. And see, and another thing is they don't feel like we deserve apartments like this. Yeah, we did right.
Upstairs and downstairs. One pays rent.
Right. No electric. And your apartment is immaculate. Exactly. It's a duplex. Yeah. How many people live in duplex?
They're tearing down all of these buildings right here, and they're taking down duplexes and they're building one-story apartments. So this is the new building right here, 988, which was knocked down about 3 years ago, and they just completed it. So they've been accepting applications for 6 months, and now people are starting to move in. So right now I'm concentrating on the seniors, because the seniors, they're up in age. They're supposed to be getting their apartment soon, and we're going to go in here right now. We're going to approach them and see how they feel about the new apartments. So let's go.
I lived in Harlem, and I moved up in Lambert in 1973. It just opened, and we were the first people in my apartment, and almost in the building. It was just a few people in the building when we moved in, and I was ecstatic. I was so happy. I needed a place because I had gotten burned out, and when I got here and I saw how nice it was, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, now I'm kind of worried about what's going on with this, all the new building. You don't know where you're going, nobody's telling you nothing. It's kind of worrying to me, because I don't want to put someplace away from everybody. And I think they should think about the seniors, because you need sort of protection. You don't want to be sick in the corner or sitting. Yeah.
We had Miss Lydia that used to sell the ices out the window. All of my kids went there just like everybody else's kids. And it was more family oriented at that time. Everybody was very close. Now things are changing. We have to be scared to come, especially now that we old. I can't run anywhere. When my family got a little bigger, I moved to 2075, and that's where I am now.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Just coming on to give some love and say thank you guys for the support. But I must say, it can't be a Lambert House Spotlight without participants. So guys, come on and interview. Tell your story your way. What do you think about the gentrification? What was your experience growing up in Lambert? And that's it. If that's all you want to tell, that's fine. We just want to hear your story, your story your way. And big old shout out to Herc for doing his thing, bringing his baby to the forefront. And listen, guys, don't forget Lambert House Block Party, August 7th, day before my birthday. Hopefully I won't harass you guys that day. I won't have a cameraman there following me around, but I can't wait to see you guys. And don't forget, guys, on Sunday at 9:30, you can catch the show on www.bronxnet.org on channel 68, or you can catch it on YouTube. So guys, thank you again.
I like what they did. The rooms, you can throw a rock and hit everything.
Right.
They're so small. Yeah, very small for a high price. So a lot of people can't afford it. And that's my biggest thing, is you're knocking down and make something, okay, beautiful, but people can't afford it. So where are they going to go in?
It's not the same Lambert. Lambert is always known around the world. People that, I've come in contact with that heard about Lambert, they were the up and down, and how the buildings were connected. That was the uniqueness, that we had an upstairs and a downstairs.
You don't want to move in here because the apartments are too small.
They are small.
Okay, so
my mom moved over here.
Okay, she likes it?
It's good for her. Okay. It's good for her.
As life is, everything has to change. So now we have a new building, 988, and they're getting ready to tear down the rest of the building. So within probably the next 9 years, you're going to see all these buildings gone with new buildings up. So it was good to go up around people and to experience everybody, and to see how it was back then, the way that it is right now. And now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. So once these buildings are down, we'll see how everything turns out. I hope everything turns out really well with the new buildings, and I hope some of the people that live here right now are able to move into some of the new buildings also.
Hello, everybody. Hello. And I have a special guest today, Inge Jones. Inge, welcome to Lambert House Documentary Spotlight. And the spotlight is on you, Miss Inge Jones. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me here.
Anybody that come on this platform, I'm honored to talk to, because this is what it's all about. So, Inge, I know you are a past resident of the Lambert Houses, yes. Right? When did you move into the Lambert Houses?
I moved in 74.
Wow. So
I moved in 74.
Okay, so it was just open in 73. Right?
It was just opening up. My sister moved into 994 first, and then my father moved into 988 when we was like 4 families inside that building.
Wow. How was it then? How was it? Like
it was nice. It was different. Yeah, it was different coming from Boston Road, grew up there all my life, getting ready to graduate from high school, and then I moved into this brand new complex with the duplex, so it was like really something different. You used to go to the zoo, but you didn't think about living around the zoo.
And how was the atmosphere? How was like the neighborhood at that time?
It was great because it seemed like the families wanted something. You saw the work that they was trying to do and how they was trying to raise their children differently. From getting them out of gangs and stuff like that. And it was a peaceful place at the time. The choirs was in the building. So being with the music and everything. So it was just family. That's what it was. It was just nothing but family and nothing but love. It was a sense of security. You didn't have to worry about anything. So that was great.
Right. And what are some of your fondest memories of growing up in Lambert?
Let me see. Well, as you know, I love to sing. Yeah. And so the choirs and God bless his dead, my Aunt Netta, having their band rehearsals. And the Goodwins, your family, we all just running through the buildings, not getting caught. I was graduated from high school, so I was still young, but I was still in the military, and just not getting caught. Period. Just not getting caught. I couldn't wait to smoke a cigarette on the dark side, and then come back on my side of the building. So it was nice.
Oh, that's nice. I remember. My mom, you were one of my mom's favorite people, and I remember growing up seeing you and Vera and Dee and Michelle, and I used to look up to y'all. I don't know why y'all seem so much older than me then, but you're not.
Really, But you know what it was? I think it's just a matter of respect of how we grew up, because even though we knew our mom, but it was always Ma Baker. We was just that respect that we, like I said, it was nothing but a family. We was a village, our own little village, Lambert Houses.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay. Just go to the site.
What do you think about now what's going on with Lambert?
It saddens me because I see my building 988, how they build it up. It's beautiful, but it's no room. And if you're coming out of, say, a 3-bedroom duplex and you move into a 3-bedroom 1 level, it's like you got to throw away all your stuff in order to start, and you're starting again. I think that the elders should have been placed there first because it will be easy for them instead of walking up and down the steps. Right. But they got I noticed some of the elders that I do notice they're still in their duplex while other people, younger people, are in the 988. And it's a lot of crime I notice sometimes around there too, and you get to the point where you don't even want to walk through there when it's dark anymore. Mm-hmm. You don't feel safe. Yeah,
that's crazy. Like over the years, that's been changing for some time now, and I just wonder what happened with the process. And I'm trying to learn as I go on. What was the process? I know that they put people in there as they tore down certain buildings. That's the place in there, but it's a lot of other people who didn't come from those buildings that they tore down.
Right.
And they are placed in there. And I heard that the apartments are really, really nice.
They're beautiful. I went to one of the girls' apartment. I'm just going to use her name, Michelle. Mm-hmm. And that's the 1-bedroom. It is really nice as a 1-bedroom. The bedroom is a really nice size. The bathroom is a nice size. But the living room and the kitchen is like together. Mm-hmm. And it's more like a studio, but it's really nice. Like I said, if it's just you, it'd be great, but it's too small for me.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? You got all it's definitely too small for you because you have all your stuff. I got to tell you, I call Inge the builder because every week you are building something in your apartment. What are you doing this week? Because every week you're doing something.
I'm getting ready to do I have 2 bedrooms here, but I use 1 bedroom as my walk-in closet. So I'm getting ready to tear that up and do that. But I was up there laughing because I said I should have did that first because now I don't want to mess up my living room because I just now did it. And so, but that's my next task is my living room and then my bedroom.
Wow. Yeah. And you just come up with these ideas. You always had that in you?
Yes, I love to take apart and put back together. I love to see a change, and especially now during this COVID time, it keeps my mind busy. You can't really go outside and do what you want to do, and so therefore, look around your house. I start giving away stuff. I start building up stuff, and I just, hey. So when I walk into my house now, I say, "Oh, I got a new apartment."
yeah, but that's a good thing, and it keeps you busy. It keeps you busy. Yeah. I see you did your floors. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
Yes, that was the most hardest thing, and I give the people who do that, I give them props. I haven't done my floors in 20 years.
Wow.
But when you have good stuff, but when I took that up, oh my goodness, that was the worst. I had to buy knee pads. I had to buy everything. I couldn't get it. I was rolling on the floor. I could not get up.
I cannot even imagine.
So it was hard work. So that's why I don't want to mess up my living room now, because it was such a break.
Yeah, because just painting is hard. I paint one room and I'd be exhausted. It might take me a week. I'm like, I'm gonna do.
Well, call me. I love the paint. I love the paint.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. Just call me up. That's it.
And I like doing home projects, but I started, and in the middle of it, I'd be like, "What am I doing? Why am I doing this?"
Can I get the now bar, please? $1. Have a good one.
Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So how long have you been out of Lambert? How long have you not lived there?
Okay, Jerry was born in 76.
Oh.
And so I think I left Lambert in 78, and I moved up the block to Vice Avenue.
Oh, okay.
That was right. I moved up there because we bought a house on Gunny Road, but then I got my own place and I came back down. Mm-hmm. And so, like I said, I was in back and forth in the service. I was in the reserves at the time. So, but I was always down there with you,
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, you were in the service, Inge. Thank you. You served the country. That's amazing. What do you think the service did for you, like in your life?
It taught me a little more responsibility, and it taught me how to treat people. Mm-hmm. I had commanders who didn't want women in the service, and they told you that, and they told me that I was taking somebody's job, and I should go home. And they didn't know that I was doing my job. I had a son to raise, mm-hmm. and that was the most hardest thing to do, was to leave Jerry. But I knew my mom and my dad had him, mm-hmm. and the responsibility of putting things in order. In the service, you have to make your bed, you order inspections, PT, and everything was in order. Everything was at a set time. So, like, if somebody tells me they're going to be at a place at a certain time, don't waste my time. Mm-hmm. Don't, because that's something you can't get back. Time you can't get back. And that was one thing this commander told me: whatever you do, your word is your bond, and don't waste anybody's time. If things happen, things happen, but if you know that you're going to do something and then you just don't do it, you wasted your time, and then you wasted the other person's time, and you can't get it back. So my thing is time, and they say it takes a village. Lambert House was a village, and we felt safe. We didn't have to worry. I never had to worry about being outside or having my son outside or worry about anything. He was safe. And that's something that's not there anymore. That's safety. You walk in a building, you ain't got to worry about somebody coming around that corner or something like that.
It's true. And I know that so many people, so I hope people will come on. I know so many people have the same experience. The point is to show that, we grew up in the Bronx. And our childhood was not bad, I think I think people think they have to get on here and spill their guns. You don't gotta. You tell your story however you want to tell your story.
Right.
That, So I hope more people come on, because it's a nice platform. And it's nice to see Lambert being praised, because it's a good place to grow up. I can't wait to get Michelle Burdett on here, and Diane. And we had a great childhood. We thought we were going to be rappers. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate anyone that comes on this platform, because I think it's important. Sometimes we let people tell our story. We need to tell our own story. I always say that. People be like, that's your slogan. But it's it's just not a slogan. It's true, you know.
Right. That's right.
So what are you doing now, Inge? I know you are a lady of the Lord, girl. I see your prayers in the morning.
Amen. Yes. I just finished writing a song.
Okay.
I just finished with copy wrote it, and I'm getting ready to go into the studio with it. And I, like you said, I love the Lord. I love to sing. I love to I just like to give. I want to be able to tell somebody that, you know, it's okay when we fall down. You know, my life has not been perfect, but it's been perfect because I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm growing, and every time I make a mistake, I'm forgiving and I forgive myself. You know, there's nothing that's too hard that you can't do. Just put your best foot forward, you know, and if it don't work out, hey, go to plan B. But keep on living, keep on smiling, you know.
And you are so inspirational. I love it. I love it. And you have to keep doing what you're doing no matter what, because sometimes you don't realize that people are listening. Like, even I realized something, that even when people don't comment or share or even like, people are listening. And your story, you're always, look at you in the studio. Get out of here. That is awesome. That's what this show is about too. There may be someone sitting here like me, girl. I always wanted to sing, child. Somebody asked me to do a hook not too long ago. Well, it was gonna be a compilation. It took me forever to do that hook. I was like, you know what? And then he called me a couple of days later. I said, I was a singer last week. This week I'm not a singer because I cannot.
Okay.
But that's so inspirational. You know, I know it's a gospel song.
Yes, it is.
I cannot.
My husband died in 91, and I wrote it then, but it just never was right to put it there. And a good friend of mine was on Facebook. He was going to take it over as the producer, but I don't have the money, and I don't want to give you half this and half that because my song is not half. So I said, well, you know what? Somebody told me how to do it, how to go get it copyrighted, you know, how to do this, do that. And so that's what I'm doing. Like, again, steps, you know, until it comes out. But
that's
it's for somebody. Yeah. So, you know, and I'm excited. I'm excited.
Inge, right now you can copyright it, you can record it, you can put it on Spotify, you can put it on, because it's just not as hard as it used to be.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour, walk a mile in my shoes, walk a mile in my shoes.
Praying, you share when you walking, you share. I like that. And I know a lot of people like it, you know. Me and Gail talk about it sometimes. Like, oh my God, if you're not feeling well, I'm like, Gail, you talk to Inge? She'd be like, oh, I talked to her today. And, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, and because you have people watching you, because you give so much love that you have people care about you, you know.
Thank you. You know, I tell people your journey can help somebody else, you know. And I've been, you know, even though like recently, you know, I've been sick, and I try to tell people, don't hold it inside, because what's happening to you, maybe somebody is quiet because they don't know what to say or know how to go get some help. Tell your story. You know, you got to tell your whole business, but tell a little bit. Say, oh, you know, that's happening to me. Let me go and check this out. You know, and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
It's true. I try to always in interviews tell a little piece of me, a little what's going on, because I'm not anything. But I do it to make people feel comfortable, because everybody's going through stuff. Everybody is going through something, and then people are going through amazing things also. So it's nice to just share. And like you said, we grew up close. We grew up safe in Lambert. And let's share that to the world, to let them know that, yeah, we grew up in the Bronx, but we grew up all right. You know, we had childhood. You know, we had the crying, we had fits and tips and all the time.
right. And the thing about it, when we get to what's the Lambert reunion, it's like we never, and that's what I like about Lambert, because when we see one another, it's like we still around, even though we're distant. But it's like we never separated at all.
No, I can't wait this year because I didn't always go to Lambert House for Lambert Day. So this year I'll definitely be there and and supporting. But yeah, we do. When you see people, you're like, oh my God, it's different when you see people on Facebook all the time, but it's different when they're in public. Inge, the time is short. I want you to take us out with some good words because that's what you do.
Okay, well, I just want to, I want everybody to stay encouraged, know that God is real, and all you got to do is just say, Lord, here I am, and speak to him. He already knows your heart, but just tell him, don't tell him what you want. Say, Lord, I just thank you for me being here, able to speak to you. And then, leave it there. Just leave it there. It's going to be handled. Delay is not denied.
Okay, I like that, Inge. Inge, I want to thank you for being on the spotlight and being in the spotlight. I mean, this was awesome, and I know you're going to encourage other people to come on and tell their story. But I thank you so much, Inge, for coming on and sharing.
Thank you so much, and I love you. And you keep on inspiring people.
Thank you, Inge.
And I'm gonna make sure I get on my page and tell everybody they better get over here, or else I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, Inge, so much. I'll talk to you soon, Inge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. You have a blessed night.
You too.